There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
Not a bird, not a plane, not even a frog. Just little old me, Underdog.
There's MC and his buddy Julie, go gophers on the run. The stories of McBride outrageous, no one could be more courageous. Underdog, 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 Underdog. Join the king in Bongo Congo, meet a cat with savoir-faire. Go watch the hunter chase the bocce shooters on the rocks, and then there's Underdog.
Riffraff had stolen the famous Excalibur sword collection from the San Francisco Museum, and the once powerful Underdog was still in the hospital. Look at these headlines. Riffraff just stole the Excalibur sword collection.
Riffraff has struck. I can't be slow. It's hip, hip, hip. And away Ow!
Oh, you can't believe in this place, Underdog. Not till we find out what's causing that pain.
While I stay straight, I'm right as rain.
But when he bends over, there's a stabbing pain.
And tomorrow's his birthday. I was going to have such a lovely birthday party for him.
And while the doctors searched to find the cause of Underdog's pain,
across the ocean, there's a rich old collector in a little old country who is just dying to get hold of this Excalibur sword collection. He's going to pay us $1 million for it.
Yeah, but gee, boss, how can we ship it over to the guy? You know how close those inspectors check everything that goes out of the country.
And that, Mooch, is why I have purchased this little old candle factory.
A candle factory?
Right! Notice the beautiful assembly line?
Yeah, but what good does it do?
Allow me to demonstrate. First, we turn on the button. Next, we will hand these mechanical arms one of the swords, like so. These arms take the sword and wrap it in this wick cord, like so. Then the arms move along to here where they dip the sword in this wax, like so. Then the arms drop the candle onto the belt and take it down to this wick cutter to shorten the wick, like so. And our swords look just like an ordinary king-size candle.
Gee, boss, you're a genius.
Yeah! Come on, let's bring in the swords. With that Underdog out of the way, we don't have a worry in the world.
and indeed Underdog was still out of the way.
While I stay straight, I'm right as rain.
But when he bends over, there's a stabbing pain.
And tomorrow is Underdog's birthday, and he feels so sad and depressed. I know what I'll do. I'll go out and buy everything for a birthday party and have it right here in the hospital. That's sure to cheer up Underdog. Let me see now. Do I have everything? I have presents for Underdog, and I have lovely party hats, and I have the birthday cake. Oh, the candles. I must get candles for the cake. And there's a candle factory just around the corner.
Keep handing in those swords, Mooch. We've almost finished the whole Excalibur collection.
This assembly line sure works great, boss.
Hello? Hello in there? I want to buy some birthday candles. Anyone here?
Oh, no! Sweet Polly Purebred!
Riffraff! And there are some of the stolen swords.
Grab her, Mooch!
What'll I do with her, boss? She's a regular wildcat.
Hand her to the assembly line. It knows how to take care of her.
And the arms of the assembly line wrapped Sweet Polly in the wick cord, carried her to the barrel of wax, and dipped her in. Then put her on the belt and headed her for the wick cutter.
Underdog! Help! Underdog!
Will Underdog hear Sweet Polly's cries? Will he be able to overcome the stabbing pain and save her from the wick cutter? The answers lie ahead in our next thrilling episode.
At the Megapolis Zoo, today was a very special occasion.
Happy birthday, Tennessee. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Chumley. I'm speechless.
Gee, Tennessee, you don't have to speak. Just blow. Blow out the candles.
All right. Package for Tennessee Tuxedo. Here you are.
Gee, Tennessee, what's in the big box?
How should I know? Open it up.
Okay, Tennessee.
That's it. Now just lift up the top. Get him off me! Get him off of me!
Gee, Tennessee, it's a doggy.
Brilliant, Chumley. Nice doggy. There. Look, there's a note around his neck. Let's see. It says, "Happy birthday from Uncle Admiration."
Uncle Admiration?
Sure, you remember. Admiration bird at the South Pole. He says the dog's name is Howler.
Gee, I guess that's why they call him Howler.
Stop that ridiculous noise, Howler. Stanley Livingston won't allow dogs in the zoo. Howler has to go. Stop it. All right, you can stay. I said you can stay. Well, if he's staying, we've got to find a way to hide him before... Listen, someone's coming.
All right, where is he? Where is he? I distinctly heard a dog.
A dog? Why, you must be hearing things, Stanley. Maybe you're getting dog ear.
Now, don't try to be funny. I'm sure I heard a dog barking.
Oh, that! That was Chumley. He has a cold with a barking cough. Don't you, Chumley?
Not me, Tennessee. Ow!
Demonstrate your barking cough, Chumley.
Okay, Tennessee.
You see, Stanley? That's what you heard.
Well, maybe. But just remember, if I do find you have a dog, you'll be scrubbing pots and pans for 6 months.
Pots and pans? 6 months? That does it. Get the box, Chumley. We're shipping Howler back where he came from. Stanley will hear you. Quiet. Okay, you can stay. I said you can stay. Think, Chumley. We've got to find a place to hide Howler.
If there is a dog in there, this dog food will prove it. I'll just put it here and see what happens. So, I know how to fix that dog.
Stop that, Howler. Quick, Chumley, get the dog food inside before someone spots Howler taking it.
Okay, Tennessee.
Now I've got you. Why are you stealing dog food?
Oh, Chumley loves dog food, don't you, Chumley?
Not me, Tennessee. Ow! Yeah, sure. I love dog food.
Well, isn't that nice? Here, have some. Well, go ahead, eat, Chumley. Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced. I think you have a dog, and I'll be back.
Come on inside, Chumley. We've got to think of a plan. Now then, the question is, where could we hide Howler?
Maybe under the rug.
Too lumpy.
Under the chair.
Too long.
On the chandelier.
Too heavy. No, we've got to get him out of here. Put him someplace where I've got it. That patch of wood down by Megapolis Lake. We'll hide him there. Nobody ever goes into those woods.
But what about nighttime, Tennessee? Poor old Howler will get howling cold.
Well, that's his problem. Not again. Cut it out. Stop it. Okay. We'll keep you warm. We'll build you a house.
Gee, Tennessee, we don't know how to build a house.
No, but Mr. Whoopi does. Come on. We're going to call him and ask him to come over.
And soon, Mr. Whoopi, the man with all the answers, rushed to the aid of his friends.
So you see, Mr. Whoopi, we've got to hide Howler in these woods or Stanley will find him and have us washing pots and pans for months.
And so you need a house for Howler, eh? Well, now, I wouldn't want the roof to fall in on you, get it? Oh, yes.
Thanks, Mr. Whoopi.
The first question in building any house is material. What material do you want to use?
Zowie, Mr. Whoopi, I never thought of that. We don't have any material at all.
But of course you do, my boy. You have all these trees here which have been marked for cutting. Oh, that reminds me. Never cut a tree without permission. We can make Howler a fine log cabin doghouse. Here, let me show you. First, we chop down the trees and skin off the branches. That's it. But be careful with those axes. Tools are dangerous if they aren't used properly. Now, our next job is to peel the bark off the logs.
But gee, Mr. Whoopi, if we peel the logs, we'll have a doghouse with no bark.
Oh, yes, I get it. But peeling off the bark makes the logs less likely to harbor insects that might eat the wood. So it should be done. Now, our next step is to cut notches in both ends of the logs.
Why do we cut all those notches?
For strength, Tennessee. Watch how it makes the logs fit together tightly. And now you'll see why we've cut some of our logs shorter than others. This is so that the house will have windows and a door.
Neat, Mr. Whoopi. What next?
The roof. We'll use this large log as a ridge pole to hold up our roof. Then we nail on thin logs for framing and roof rafters. There. That should do it.
But look at all those holes in the roof, Mr. Whoopi. Poor old Howler might get wet.
Now, Howler, it's all right. We haven't put on the shingles yet. Since you can't buy any shingles, you'll have to cut your own, splitting them off a short, thick chunk of cedar like this. Now we must lay down our shingles. We begin at the edge of the roof, and work across and up. Each shingle must overlap to keep water from leaking into the house. And finally, we use mud to plug up any holes between the logs. That will help to keep Howler nice and warm.
Well, I guess that's it. And I have to say it. Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest.
But by coincidence, Stanley Livingston was taking a new interest in the woods.
I heard hammering in there. Who else could it be but Tennessee? And if I'm right, there they are, and the dog is with them. Just wait till I get my hands on... Oh! Help! Help!
Listen, someone must have fallen in the lake.
Help!
Look, Chumley, it's Stanley Livingston. Now we're in for it. Okay, Stanley, okay. We'll get rid of Howler. We'll put him away.
You will not. This dog, Howler, saved my life. He's going to get the best possible treatment I can give him. And for your sake, I hope you built that house well. Because you're going to live in it. I'm moving Howler into your quarters.
Well, there you are, Chumley. No matter what happens, we always end up in the doghouse.
Suddenly, tourists throughout the world were stunned. The Grand Canyon was missing. Where once it had been, there was now nothing but water. There was only one thing to do.
Operator, get me the hunter.
A hunter here, have nose, will hunt.
What's that, Flanagan? Grand Canyon missing? I'll jump right into it. The hunter went to work right away. Now let's find where the Grand Canyon was, and I'll be at the scene of the crime. Ought to be right about here. Nothing but a big old lake. Well, better land as soon as I see someone to ask directions from. Oh, hey, look at there, a bunch of soldiers. All right, now, I saw you soldiers from the air. Quit your hiding. Now, this is no time for games. Now, I reckon you'll believe that I am the hunter. Wearing yell! Unknowingly, the brave hunter had placed himself amid army war games on the desert. Son, I say, son, what in the cotton bloomin' world are you digging?
A foxhole, Mac, and you'd better do likewise.
A foxhole? I declare, the whole U.S. of A. Army out looking for the fox, are they? Well, when in Rome...
Look, Mac, you go find your own little spot to dig, huh? I'll give you a free trip on the Army.
Well, that's the way the Army feels. I say let them dig. Let them find the fox and the Grand Canyon, and they can all go jump in a lake. Thinking the Army had taken over his case, the hunter headed his private plane toward home. But over the hills and dales of Virginia... Somebody munched my poker. Hello, fractured my floater. Captured my motor. I say, help! Help!
Well, howdy, neighbor. I'm sure enough sorry about shooting down your little old plane. We all were on a fox hunt.
A fox hunt? By grannies, I knew the Army was wrong. Now, son, I'd like to join in on that fox hunt.
Why, come ahead.
And in only a short while, the hunter was redressed and mounted up for the hunt. By a strange coincidence, at that very moment, nearby, a mysterious but familiar figure was strangely busy.
Only my genius would think of filling my new Lost Canyon lake with water from the Atlantic Ocean. But something is punching holes into my pipeline. Actually looks like wild horses. Wild horses? I must be cracking up.
Stop! I say stop, horse. Slow down. Now, come on. Ease up there, horsey. Let me down. I say, whoa!
Good afternoon, friend. Obviously, horseback riding is not for you. What you should try is my private lake, Lost Canyon Lake. All kinds of water sports at reasonable rates. Just follow this line.
What in the cotton bloomin' world is this, son?
This, my friend, is just a new kind of path to lead you as the crow flies, straight to Lost Canyon Lake.
It looks almost like a water hose big enough big enough to fill the Grand Canyon.
Uh-oh. Perhaps, friend, you'd like to try on the skin diving equipment and get moving. My offer is only for a limited...
Tally-ho! Why, it's the fox. So you did flood Grand Canyon with this here pipeline. Come in, Flanagan. I say come in. Hunter here with fox. And that big old lake I flew over is the Grand Canyon. Watch.
Hunter, who would have believed you could do it again? The fox and Grand Canyon. The water's pouring away and leaving the canyon in all its natural glory again. How can we show our gratitude, me boy?
Well, now some dry clothes would help, and you'd better contact the U.S. Army. They may still be digging foxholes.
Wheat Polly Purebred had been dipped in wax and was headed for the dangerous wick cutter on Riffraff's assembly line.
This assembly line sure works great, boss.
It knows how to take care of her.
Help! Underdog! Where has my underdog gone? Where has he gone?
That sweet Polly calling. She needs me now. Though I have pain, I'll save her somehow.
While he stays straight, he's right as rain. But when he bends over, there's a stabbing pain.
Help! Underdog! Save me!
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Underdog!
Underdog!
Wait a minute! Look at him. He has to stay stiff as a board. Drip the mooch.
That wick chopper can take care of him. Grab the candles and let's head for the truck.
They're getting away, Underdog.
They won't get away. Though I can't bend, this assembly line belt will bring their end.
Stop! Stop already! We give up!
We heard the commotion, Underdog, but I see you didn't need us. Even with your pain, you captured Riffraff. But where are the swords?
Those candles you see there hold a surprise. I'll melt them now with my X-ray eyes.
The famous Excalibur sword collection.
Don't forget me, Underdog.
That's it, Underdog. Now you've taken care of everything.
Except his own pain. He still has that.
While I stay straight, I'm right as rain.
But when he bends over, there's a stabbing pain.
We'll all go back to the hospital and have a birthday party for him. That's sure to cheer him up.
And so, back at the hospital, the doctors and Sweet Polly and friends gathered around to wish the suffering Underdog happy birthday. But at that very moment...
Underdog, I've got terrible news. The manager of the museum says that one of the Excalibur swords is missing. You recovered all of them, but one.
One?
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 I really think you've hit the spot. That missing sword tells me a lot.
And quickly, Underdog reached behind his cloak, and sure enough, there was the missing sword.
That's what was causing all your pain. It must have been thrown there when you had the train wreck.
While he stands straight, he's as right as rain. And when he bends over, he's right again. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Underdog. Happy birthday to you.
And now, Underdog, make your wish and blow out the candles.
Don't miss the next exciting adventure of Underdog.
Oh,